Hello, welcome to this video on the business cycle. In this video we'll first have a look at what the business cycle actually is. We'll have a look at the terms boom, recession, slump and recovery. After this discussion we'll have a look at the specific stages of the business cycle and the demand for the factors of production. So what is a business cycle? The circular flow of income is not constant. Consumer spending patterns change. Firms' investment plans change. Government policies change. Consumer spending and firms' investment plans are closely related. If consumers are not confident about the financial future, they will not spend. If consumers are not spending, firms will not invest. Governmental policies can change upon elections. In other words, the economic performance of an economy varies, and this is reflected in the business cycle. On your screen, you'll find a chart for GDP in the euro area. Here you can see that the performance of the eurozone is indeed not a constant. We have periods of growth. There are periods where the economy is declining and recovering again. So let's have a look at these individual phases. A boom is a period of significant output within an economy. There's a high GDP. A recession is a period of economic slowdown. GDP is falling. And in a slump, there's low levels of economic activity and low GDP. In the recovery, we'll find high levels of growth in GDP. If we're looking at the demand for the factors of production, which is closely related to GDP, we'll find that the demand for factors of production is high in a boom. Clearly the demand for factors of production is falling in a recession and it's low in a slump. In the recovery phase, the demand for factors of production is increasing. So let's have a look at the Eurozone in the period 2001 to 2013. You also find the GDP growth rate. If we'll have a look at the period of approximately 2007, we see that there is a high growth rate and a growing GDP in the Eurozone. Stable growth in the Eurozone is reflected by a boom. If we then look at 2008-2009, we see a drastic decline of the growth rate, even into negative figures. This is clearly a recession. Following a recession, we have a slump, a period of relatively low GDP, and after the slump, we get the recovery. As you can see, growth rates are increasing again from the -6 to approximately +2%. This pattern is very common for economies. In the next video, we'll have a look at output and real GDP and the link to the business cycle.